So online voting creates several ethical issues, including election security, equal access, voter privacy, and public trust. So I want to take this from a rural utilitarianism point of view and say that online voting is ethical only when it increases access while following strict rules that make the election transparent, independently reviewable, and supported by a physical record. So although online voting can benefit society by making voting more convenient and accessible, those benefits do not justify a system that could secretly manipulate election results. And with rule utilitarianism, it judges an action by asking whether following a general rule would create the greatest overall benefit for society. So one possible rule would be that the governments may use online voting only when voters can confirm their choices, independent experts can inspect the system, and election officials can perform a reliable audit. So this rule could increase participation while protecting the public from widespread election fraud. Now, this is especially important because the chapter explains that computer security often involves a trade-off between safety and convenience. So online voting may be convenient, but elections are too important to sacrifice security simply because the system is easier to use. And now in the NPR article that was linked, it presents Estonia as mostly a positive example. So Estonia has used the internet voting for many years as a part of its larger digital government system. Citizens use secure digital identification, and voters can replace an online vote by voting again, which can reduce the effects of coercion. The system can benefit citizens who have transportation problems, or live away from home, or cannot easily reach a polling place. However, security researchers have still raised concerns about attackers on voters' computers and election servers. This shows that even a successful online voting system requires constant auditing and improvement. And now the Russian election provides an opposite example. Researchers Sergei Shpilkin estimated that the United Russia's actual support was 31 to 33%, rather than the nearly 50% officially reported. More importantly, experts could not access enough of the electronic voting data to properly analyze the results. In several Moscow districts, opposition candidates were originally leading, but the delayed electronic results changed the victories to United Russia candidates. A system that can be independently examined allows the government to benefit while millions of voters lose meaningful political representation. And under rule utilitarianism, allowing governments to operate secret electronic voting systems would cause more harm than good because it would encourage manipulation and destroy trust in elections. The Virginian example also linked shows a more limited and responsible use of technology. Visually impaired voters can receive an electronic ballot that reads the choices aloud and allows adjustments to font size, contrast, and brightness. However, the voter must still print and mail the completed ballot. This is less convenient than fully online voting, but it improves accessibility while keeping a physical record. So overall, online voting should not be accepted simply because it is modern or convenient. A rule requiring accessibility, transparency, independent audits, and a physical backup would create the greatest benefit while reducing the risks of fraud, hacking, and authoritarian control.